I'm assuming that before then, they did one called the Labyrinth or something like that. So I'm assuming that this is sort of back in the Labyrinth. I'm assuming this is their second one. Knowledge of the first Labyrinth should not be necessary, otherwise we'll be stumped. But here's what it looks like. Oh, look, it's a maze. In the diagram at right, because I think that's where it was placed on the original page, we've traced a meandering path from the upper left corner to the lower right, putting one letter in each square. The resulting trail of maze words is cross-checked by 11 rows of crosswords. 2 words per row, clued consecutively. And Catus has an irritatingly good point. Well done, you little pedant, you. It is technically a labyrinth because there are no decisions to make. It is technically a labyrinth and not a maze. Have your pedantry biscuit. To help us find our way home, we've also dropped some extra letters as markers. These letters are superfluous to the maze word, but inherent in the crosses, spell an important word when read backward along the trail. 2 answers are capitalised, and the answer to 10 is not a common word. Yeah-oh. We know what that means. It's going to be rather tricky. Okay. Marky's ears perked up. Yes. So let's have a look at some of the clues. Lots and lots of clues. So we've got 2 clues per across. So that's all fine. So November 1998, just in case this is important. This is looking slightly stretched. I don't know why. Maybe it isn't. And then here's your maze. And we are told the lengths, but there's extra letters. So I think the best way to do it is let's start with the acrosses. And I think we'll give it a go that way, and then we'll deal with the maze portion afterwards. It'll be fine, Caroline. It'll be fine. So, yeah. Basically, a labyrinth has no decisions to make. So, 1 across. Beginning of twisty course. Beginning of twisty course. Okay, there's not enough clue there. Beginning. Onset. Beginning of twisty is T. Course is a route, so it's troot. Oh dear. Hint, please. Hinty woo, please. So, if you've not been here before, the important rule is don't blurt out your answers. Just let me know if you've got them, and then I'll interact with you. But allow everyone to have a go. Anagrind. Oh, of course. Thank you, Hologrow. Yes, that's the hint that I needed. Yes, anagram. So it's an anagram one. I'm going to give it a few extra seconds if you want to try and solve one across. Okay, type it. Hologrow, Meredith, waterfall. Type it in the chat. And Foxy. That's... Oh, actually, that's a piece of my dinner. Okay, fine. It's sauce. It's an anagram, of course. And it is, of course, sauce. So I'm going to put that in here. Endangered animals face turned notice. Yeah, got this. This is fine. Foggy would like this clue. Foggy would like this clue. That's my hint. Endangered animals face turned notice. Okay, go for it, Hologrow. I think, and I really hope that you agree with me, that it's panda. Because if you face something, you pan it, I assume, but a notice is an add, and if you turn it, you get DA. And that is an endangered animal. So I'm happy with panda. If you turn to face something, you'd pan towards it. So maybe it's the face, the verb. But there is, of course, extra letters. Hang on, what was the thing with the extra letters? We've also dropped extra letters as markers. These letters are superfluous to the maze words, but inherent in the acrosses. Okay, so the acrosses are all normal. I'm pretty sure it's panda, though. So 2A. Note circled by a pen, lots of land. Note circled by a pen, lots of land. Note. I think so, effrontery. It's a little weird, but I think that's the meaning of pan that is being sought after there. Just getting some paper for any potential anagrams. Note circled by a pen, lots of land. I'm not spotting it, so I think I'm going to move into 2B. Yeah, it's true. Pancake is a type of makeup. So, don't know. Look endlessly for point of light. Yes, happy with that. Happy with 2B, or not. Remind me not to turn this upside down when we get to 7. Although, it's a cross, so, you know. But remind me to either drunk it or not do it. Meredith's got it. Right, what is it? What is it? I've got 3A as well. I've just looked at it. I've got it as well. I think it's a star. Stare is to look endlessly. Is to look. And endlessly, take the last letter off. And a point of light is a star. My first thought beam. I thought Lear. Star it is. 3, I'm going to go for this. Flag in primary colour is war, is withdrawn. You're not... Well, I mean, we're all idiots, Meredith. But equally, we are also geniuses. But we have our moments. So the primary colour is red, and if you flag, you tire. I think that's that. So you get retired. And that is withdrawn. 3 down. No, 3B. Almost change a word of agreement. Almost change a word of agreement. Word of agreement is going to be yes or okay. Almost change. If you change, you swap. You amend. But there you go. You amend. But it's almost, so you take the last letter off. And a word of agreement is amen. Keep up in the chat. Come on, run along with me today. Oh, whoops. 4 across. After the start. Seem happy with race distance. After the start, seem happy with race distance. The start is T. I want it to be mile because that's a race distance, but... Or a kilometre. Seem happy. Smile. Grin. Oh. Ha! Smile. But it's after the start. So after the very start of the word smile is mile. So there we go. Oh dear. Nice. Fun clue. Thank you for all encouraging me on that one, because I saw you going, The Mexican kisses ropes. Last loop. The Mexican, the in Mexican, that's going to be L, E-L. Kisses. Ropes last. And it's going to mean loop. It's going to be that. Or la. Okay. I think la has better... All I could think of was elapse with that, and it isn't. Oh, it's stick with the L. Okay, elapse. L. Ropes last is E. So we need a loop. L. What's kisses? Kisses. Smackaroonies. That's the only word I can think of for kisses, and it's not got 4 letters. If you kiss something, you sort of bump into... You kiss with your lips. If you kiss something, you lip it. Ugh. And then you get ellipse, which is a loop. Oh, dear. Snog. Snog is better. Of course, plural would be... or with an S on the end would be 5 letters. But yeah, snog is better word than lips. I love you, darling. Can I lip you now? Doesn't do it for me. Pull up a crockery material. Pull up a crockery material. I think I've got this, but I'm going to need to know why. So I'm going to give it a few seconds. We're doing very well with the maze already. Basically not going to have any maze clues left to solve when we get to them. What do you think it is, Waterfall? I'm hoping that you agree with me. My answer begins with C. good. China. Why is pull-up chin? A is A, and crockery material is China. But why is pull-up chin? What's the... use it in a sentence for me. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, well, no wonder that I didn't know, given that it was related to the physical exercise. But having said that, I did my quickest run since September yesterday, and boy, do I hurt. Man keeps running back for rock. You see, I think pull-up... It should just be pull, maybe, for pull-up, chin-up? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, man keeps running back for rock. Igneous, metamorphic, sedimentary, granite, quartz, rocks that are 6 letters, quartz, art. Art is a man, and running isn't Z-U-Q. Hologro's got it, but I think I'm going to say let's pause it. Nice, genius. Neil. American football bit in this one. Okay. Okay, is a running back an RB. So we got something RB, something, and a rock. I was talking about American football today with my boss. So my fatigue at the moment is incredibly high. I had a nap. I've already had 2 naps today. This is not going well. And we were discussing the differences between British football and American football in terms of energy levels. I don't quite know how the analogy worked now, but I can't remember. But anyway, he was saying VAR was like checking things once in a while, but if it takes 4 or 5 minutes to make a decision, that ruins the game. Whereas I said it was intrinsic to American football, having these 4 or 5 minute turnarounds when there's a flag on the play. Channeling my cat, absolutely. So anyway, I forget what the context was and how American football was a massively overloaded. Like, oh yes, it was short, sharp bursts of energy followed by massive periods of inactivity, whereas football, soccer, is more continuous, and that's where I'm aiming to go, and I'm not aiming to be in American football. Having said that, I prefer American football. I don't know. I'm going to move. So this is true. Not only because mainly for the short American attention span is what I was going to say. I love solving cryptic crosswords whilst watching the Super Bowl because we don't get the fun adverts, which is a shame. So I pull up. So it's great. You watch the play for 20 seconds and then you go back to your crossword. It's great. Oh no, cricket. No. We're not going to get on cricket, my friend. No. Anyway, I'm going to leave 5B to leave something for us to look at when we do the maze clues. 6A, call me second rate in part of a poem. Call me second rate in part of a poem. A part of a poem is a foot? Or a line? Or an iamb? Iamb. I-am-B. Ooh, that's a good one, isn't it? So good work to Catus and Hologo, who I'm hoping are going to agree with me on that one. Call me second rate, I am B. Because second rate is B if first rate is A, and that part of the poem is an iamb. That's nice. Do like that. Iamb. What is the actual definition of iamb? I'm actually going to just check it. It is a foot of 2 syllables, a short followed by a long, or an unstressed followed by a stressed. And we all know about the stressed bit. 6B, grains in instalments according to The Voice. The Voice, the TV show, was not around in 1998, so is there a particular singer who was known as The Voice? There must have been. It's not going to be Michael Jackson. It's going to be Janet Jackson. Not Whitney Houston. Village Voice. What's Village Voice? Not heard of it. Grains in instalments according to The Voice. Oh, it's just going to be that's a famous Manhattan Wiki newspaper, but I don't need to do that because it's just a homophone. It's just an out loud. So oh, okay, got it. It's a homophone clue, so it sounds like some grains is your definition. If something is given out in instalments, like early Dickens novels, how would you call each of the instalments? That's my current clue. It would make you hollow hungry. And a serial murderer, but that's beside the point. But mainly hungry. Not gonna stoop to that terrible level of joke. Not going to stoop to it today. Yet. Type it in the chat if you think you got it. Saruta, what do you think it is? I think hopefully that's helped. Indeed, it's cereals, as in cereal grains. C-E-R-I-A-L. It's an E, isn't it? There we are. That's why it looked wrong, because I was spelling it wrong. Cereals. And then installments is cereals, like a cereal soap or something like that. King having hygiene problem is put back under wraps. Yes, I've got that. I think I've got it. By George, I think I've got it. George is not the king. What do you think it is, Waterfall? What? How do you... indeed, Waterfall Rebox. But I'm going to have to come to this 30 minutes thing. At what point did you notice that your dinner was cremated? Oh no, that's a bad mistake. Oh, it's a bad miss. Yes, did you walk away? Because 30 seconds isn't very long, so I don't have enough time to even leave the microwave area in 30 seconds. Oh dear. Fair enough. Blooming Twitchers these days. Yes, Reeboks. BO is your hygiene problem, and Rex is king in Latin, and then if you put it back under wraps, it's Reeboks. I had a Chinese takeaway tonight, so I can't. You know, I'm no better. Detective group brought back and tried. Pizza for Caroline. So was it just a cremated mess then? Was it rock hard, or detective group brought back and tried? Yes, got it. I've got it, and I'm slightly surprised that I've got it. Yeah, it's going to very much depend what it was, isn't it, Meredith? It's going to be whether it's going to just completely congeal into a solid mass, or if it's like soup, then it's just going to become lava and boil over everywhere. Right, what do you think it is? I think it's tested, and I'm hoping that you're going to tell me the same. Because a detective is a det, D-E-T, a group is a set, S-E-T, and if you reverse that all... Hey, it's tested, it's tried. So there we go. I should probably put that in the grid as well. Does that mean, Effrontery, that you have a joyous surprise when the buzzer goes? Just like, oh, food! Yes, I forgot about. Yay! Troll in Great Alaskan Seaport. Oh, I'm going to need to know my Alaskan seaports here. Which brings me to a question. Do you know the capital of Alaska? I think I'm going to come back to that one. And then when I get some letters into it, then I'll hear. It was a badum-tish. Yeah, there it is. There we go. Dislike tangled thread. Dislike tangled thread feels like an anagram to me. Yes, it is. Good evening, Clayzor. Good evening. What do you think 8B is, Clayzor? What do you think it is? And everyone else who has it, I think it's Honk to you too. Hatred, thread, anagram to hatred. Of course, I've now got the whole chat going, hatred at me. Yeah, it's fair. It's absolutely fair. Hatred. Cyclist's brother embracing Eisenhower. Oh, that's quite nice. Cyclist brother embracing Eisenhower. Little bit of political knowledge there, I guess, needed. But it is entry-level political knowledge in terms of American politics. So that's still quite hard for an American audience, but in terms of Americana, this can pop up in a British crossword as well. What do you mean, Catus? What genius? Thank you. Okay, lots of you getting 9 across. Type it in the chat then. The Eisenhower was known as Ike. I-K-E. I like Ike was his... I assume that was his slogan for running for president. And then a brother is BR. Put Ike in BR, and as people have been saying, you get a hairy biker, not a hairy biker. I don't know whether he kept that slogan all throughout his presidency, but it's a good slogan. It's a good slogan. I like Dwight. Fought regiment's leader in hotspot. Regiment's leader is R. I want it to be like Ward. Fought. Battled. Hotspot. Magma. Hot. Warm. Good evening, Royal Flush. How are you tonight? Are you getting better? Is the pain less? I hope you're doing well, my friend. And I hope that you are being doted on hand and foot by... Well, good. That's always a good start. I hope you're doted on hand and foot by not only the humans, but also the animals in your life. I mean, nothing serious, as in it was only appendicitis. Sorry, it's not for me to say, but I hope you don't mind me saying that. It's an emergency, but in the grand scheme of things, it's okay. Still absolutely horrendous. Just a minor bit of keyhole surgery. Love it. But yeah, get well soon, Ben. Get well soon. Your insights came out. Love. That is a lovely way to put it. Yeah, get well soon. I'm not spotting this. Can I have a hint for Fort Regiment's leader in hotspot? I do want to watch the programme through the keyhole surgery. I absolutely would watch that. Hotspot is in most homes. A boiler, a radiator. Oh dear, Raw Flash. A radiator, an oven or a range. I'm sure. American word for a range. Stove. That's it. Stove, and if you put an R in stove, you get strove, and if you fight for something, you strive for it. So the past of that is strove. Thank you for the hint there. That was good. My friend once made us all watch the video from inside her knee operation. Ah, dear, it's like, what was the name? What was the name of that one where they were shrunk down and had to go inside the body and the antibodies started attacking them? What was the name of that film? I cannot remember. Fantastic Voyage. That's the one. That's the one. It's a little bit like that. I have coincidentally seen the inside of my nose. I have polyps that grow inside my sinuses, and occasionally they need to be scraped out. I think I've mentioned this before on the stream. When they check them, they get a little endoscope with a tiny little camera, and they stick it all out your nose and push it into your sinus, and you get to watch it on the TV. It's so cool. I like it. Anyway, I like it. Not Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I was thinking of Fantastic Voyage, but that is another shrinking movie. Egg functions. Housing large birds. Oh no. Oh no, Mark. I've watched all Jonathan Creek, but I don't remember that. Oh, I have to do a lateral flow test through my nose. I can't do I can't do this one, so it has to go through my nose. Egg functions housing large birds. I could almost make louses out of this, but it is not. Do you think they're going to make any more Jonathan Creek? Because they've done occasional specials. I'd like to see more Jonathan Creek. It's always a joy, Jonathan Creek. Yeah. One of the ones that you put a couple of drops on it, and it. Stick a thing up your nose. Dilute the stuff in some solute in some water in a little tube, just so that you get what you've just taken from your nose into the liquid, and then drop a little bit of that liquid onto a little piece of paper. It travels along the paper, and there'll be a line that comes up. Two lines if you're positive for COVID, because one of them is a control line. So if you get 2 lines, you're positive for COVID, and you should probably get the proper tests done. So L is large, O is egg, and functions is uses. So that's almost louses, but it's not quite right. If you get no lines, you're probably a corpse. Or you got a faulty test. I haven't had any faulty tests yet. So anyway, I'm going to move on that one because I'm not spotting it. Concerned with end, back down. Concerned with end, back down. Concerned with end, back down. Down is D. Now back, if you back, you support. You... Hologrow. Let's have a hint from Hologrow, because this looks like a good one. Yes, I've currently got arse and then D for down, so arsed. Duck. Ida. Ida? Because down is Ida. Oh, yeah. So it's re-die. If concerned with RE, the end, die. Or death, really, it should be, but die we will sort of let go. And it's all reversed, so you get Ida. Lovely. Thank you for the clue there. Excellent stuff. And that is almost spelt correctly. Well done. Medieval warrior possessing greater craft. Medieval warrior possessing greater craft. Knight. A knight was a medieval warrior, but how does that possess the greater craft? Medieval warrior surfer. No, let's go for the last one before we go to the wiggly clues. Marie Antoinette's very small lock. Marie Antoinette's very small lock. That's fun. That's fun. That's fun. Hologrow. Marky's got 11A, but it is too late. We'll come back to it. But we'll all give him points and a bonus biscuit when we get there. Marie Antoinette's very small lock. Go for it, Hologrow, and anyone else who's got it. I'll wait a few extra seconds. Reposition my microphone slightly. There we go. Yes, très is very for Marie Antoinette, who was French, so très. And then S for small, and a lock, a tress of hair. So that will go there. Okay, so here are the maze clues. They're going to go around the maze, but the important thing to remember is to help us find our way home, we've dropped some extra letters as markers. These letters are superfluous to the maze words, so some of these letters will not appear in the maze words. Piece of furniture for room in current musical. Piece of furniture for room in current musical. Well, we have armchair. So Hair is the musical. Piece of furniture is the definition. Room is RM. And current is AC. So it's RM in AC and then hair. And that S is extra. So I'm going to highlight you in yellow. Armchair. I say armchair, you say detectives. Armchair! Thank you. What have we got now? A girl's name repulsed me. I fib. 6 letters. I assume it's Emily, E-M-I-L-I-E, as a girl's name. Repulsed me. Oh, hang on. Is it hidden? No. Haven't had any hiddens yet. I feel like it is that. So we got the B that's extra, but I don't know why it is. Okay, a girl's name. So repulsed me. Reverse of that. So we've got EM. I, and then fib is lie. Good. Thank you very much. Yep. We have another extra letter. Royal attendance temperature taken by messenger. Royal attendance temperature taken by messenger. So it will start here. And based on the letters, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Courtier. Courtier. T in courier. That's nice, isn't it? Good evening, Stephen. Hope you're doing well. T is temperature taken by courier, messenger. And you get courtier. That's lovely. Lurch in auto, even letting victory escape. 6 letters. With possibly an extra one. Careen? Car is C-A is an auto. What could be a cab that's an auto? But I don't think so. If you lurch around, you career. Career is more what I'm used to, but you can careen around, I guess. Good evening, Aqua. Hope you're doing well as well. Auto is cab. Even. Letting victory escape. Take the V for victory out of even. And you get the EEN. So car, even without the V. And you get careen. So we're up to there now. So that's doing well. If you're just joining us, basically there are cross clues. We've done our first pass of those. We're now doing the maze clues, which follows, the labyrinth. It's a labyrinth, not a maze. Sorry, Catus. Do apologise. We're doing those now. And there are some extra letters that don't appear in these clues. Vocally disapprove of ruler's engagement. That's your 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And of course it might go here. But disapprove of is maybe TSK. Ruler's engagement. That B could be extra, of course. That O could be extra. Good work, DX. Happy with that. Some extra letters unhighlighted. What? Emily. Then courtier. That was all there. Careen. No, we're okay so far. Oh, okay. So boo. Okay. Vocally disapprove is boo, of course. Boo king. Booking is an engagement. If you boo the king, and unfortunately, we don't know what this extra letter is. The extra letter is going to go there. I don't think so. No, I think we're okay. But boo king. Oh yeah. So we don't know where the O goes. That is a very good point. And there probably will be an O here. Who knows? Okay. But we know that we've got some things going on there. But we'll put booking in there. Next clue. Audibly drags swine. Audibly drags swine. Might start with B. 5 letters. Bores. A swine is a bore. So if you drag something, you bore it? Is that right? Swine are bores. So a drag is also a bore. Okay. Of course, we can't put this in the grid, can we? Yeah. Because we don't know if there's going to be extra letters. I hadn't thought of that. It might go there. So, balls goes there. Gonna skip G. No, we're not going to skip G, because if we do get this, we will be able to sync it in with this ER. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, possibly. Well, we'll go for it anyway. Unhappy game interrupted by Mr. Gardner. Unhappy game interrupted by Mr. Gardner. GG, yeah, good game, good game. Unhappy. Depressed. Game. Cluedo. Monopoly. That's an unhappy game. So it'd be Clue, sorry. Interrupted by Mr. Gardner. Do I need to know who Gardner is? Who's a famous gardener? I think I might come back to this one. I know a couple of you got it, Frontery Meredith, and probably a couple of others, Catus, but I'm going to come back to that one. H. The woman's holding checkup on alien with 6 feet. Oh, is it Martin Gardner? Not Martin Gardner. Fair enough. The woman's holding checkup on alien with 6 feet. So it's going to be going through sort of roughly here. And I think that X is going to be extra. Because otherwise... Fair enough, infantry. Fooled me. The woman. She. Holding... checkup on alien. There's your ET. So we've got she, and then your checkup is CA something with ET and 6 feet. So it's something with 6 feet. So it's going to be. Ooh. Not surprised. Not surprised. I want to ask for help, but equally I also don't, because I'm quite happy to work out where it's going to go when we've solved a little bit more. I don't know. So I'm gonna hold off for that one as well. Claim brewpub selection has pin in it. Claim brewpub selection has pin in it. Is this a hidden? He says, zooming in. Imbrew? Doesn't feel like it. Claim brewpub selection. So I wanted to be part of Claim brewpub, but has pin in it. Oh, put pin in maybe an ale or a brew pub selection would be like a beer or something like that. Put a pin in it and we get a claim. Is that where we're going? So So, what's a word meaning to claim? It's not ale that goes in there. IPA? Oh dear. Claim, not acclaim. Spindle. Maybe got, says DX. What's your first letter, DX? Brewpub A. I have, but I couldn't see where I was going because I couldn't see pin. Because I can't see where to put pin in something. Allege. Oh, ale. Ale with LED in it. No, with a leg. A pin is your leg. A ledge. There we go. And it has to go there, of course. That gives us that. That goes there. So that's that. That's good. So that thing with 6 feet is whatever that is, which is not a caterpillar or something like that. What's got 6 feet? It's an insect. It's... I don't know. We'll come back to it. But pin is... a leg is a pin. So take pound from agreeable farmer. There is an innocent way of reading that and a not so innocent way of reading that. I'm going to read that the innocent way. Take pound from innocent farmer, from agreeable farmer. That it is 7 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, possibly. Oh, peasant. Is it going to be peasant? Yes, because it's pleasant minus L. So it is peasant. So it is that. What's the definition there? Is a farmer a peasant? A farmer's not a peasant. Very much not. I don't like that. Because to me, peasant is quite negative. A bit of peasantry. Hey! Because of crosswords. Yeah, fair. Fair. Okay. Does some needlework with curses. Darns. Darns are your curses. That's there. So we got that. But also there is an A that is also not used. Behind the peasant, we got an A, and then there's darns, and there's an E there. The technical meaning of peasant, yes, technically correct. New York wind is temperate. New York wind is temperate. Okay, so we've got Empire State. So it is Empire State. The definition is New York. Now why? Why? Wind? Wind? Oh, it's an anagram of his temperate. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, wind is an anagram. Okay. Editor repaired electronic device. Well, we've got a triode here. Oh, so it's an anagram of editor then. Ah, wouldn't have... Yeah. Without having all 6 letters there, I would have struggled on that one. But I would have got it eventually. So, yes. Well done. Well done if you could read that clue. T-R-I-O... Oh, hang on, but there's an R in the middle. Okay. 1.5 diodes. Separate observer taking volume. Yep. A seer is an observer. Put a V for volume in it and you get sever, and that means you separate something. So that's your sever right there. That's all absolutely fine. Story. Far from original after the beginning. Story, far from original after the beginning. I'm happy with this one. Hologrow's got it. Cacus has got it. Who can I give this to? Goo. Thank you for not telling me to go as well. Okay, go for it in the chat then. Yes, it's stale minus its first letter, which is tail. So it's T-A, and of course I can't actually put L-E in here. Yet. Some racers started in peculiar dress. Some racers started in peculiar dress. Okay. Is this the last clue? This is the last clue. So there's probably an extra letter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sledders. Can it just be sledders? Peculiar dress. Okay. D R E S S, and then led. If you start, you lead. You started the procession. You led the procession. Okay, I'll take that. So it's sledders. Led in anagram of dress. So we've definitely got one extra letter here. Okay, so let's try and construct this bottom left now. Egg functions housing large birds. So we've got here, this is boars. Egg functions housing large birds. So that's going to go here. Ospreys. It's too long. And then this other one, 11. Medieval warrior, which I know someone got and I can't remember who. Possessing greater craft. Right, Marky, give us a hint for the medieval warrior. It's going to have to start or have A as its second letter, probably. Right, hints please for 11A. Oh, right, okay. So A is the first letter, okay. It's not a hidden. Oh, Archer. Why are you mentioning Jeffrey? Oh, Archer. Okay, now why? Medieval warrior and Archer. Possessing greater craft. Why? Ah, yes. Craft is in your guile, your slyness, your... Yeah. Okay. So that is Archer. So that pins down the O, but it doesn't pin down the S. Egg, ovum, functions. Possessing, housing large. Oh, I don't believe it. It's not louses, it's owsels, which is a bird. So close. So louses is an anagram of that. Evening, Catnip. Were you not here earlier? Gosh, I thought you were here already. Hello, Catnip. I just think about you all the time. L in egg is O, uses, and then we get owsels, which is a type of bird. Okay, so we have boars. So G, unhappy, game interrupted by Mr. Gardner. Oh no, that's boars. So cheerless. Okay, so it's cheerless, and we've got an extra R there. But why is it cheerless? So Earl Gardner. Oh, and chess is the game. So Earl in chess. Okay. And then that gives this for the 9-letter The Woman's Holding checkup on Alien with 6 feet. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to that. For that X is... No, that X is not part of it. But that R is part of it. So it's those grey squares. Not the X. So we know that the X is going to be extra. The woman's, her. So her is going to hold a checkup of some kind on Alien with 6 feet. Hexameter. Oh no. Hexameter has 6 feet. C is an extra. Why? Just because X is a naughty letter, difficult letter to deal with, doesn't mean. Indeed, that was an assumption. So her holding exam. So it's that her. So it's this her. Then you've got an exam with ET. Woohoo! And hexameter is the thing there. So we see a troll in Great Alaskan Seaport. There is gnome in Alaska. N-O-M-E. Oh, G for great. Alaskan Seaport is gnome. Isn't that where part of the big sled race finishes? The Iditarod or something like that. So there we go. And an M is now extra. Good. Yep, that gives us that. Because we've got booking and an M in booking. And we just have this one. And we know that this word along here, what is that word along there? So it's tail. T-A-L-E. So we've got an L and an E to fit in here. So 5. B. Marble. Marble. So the B is extra. So marble is a rock. So male is the man. Keeps running back. RB for rock. Marble. And it says we have an important word when read backwards along the trail. So we've got B-R-E-A-D. Bread. C-R. Oh, there's got to be... Oh, yeah, that U's not highlighted. Let's highlight that. U. M. B-S. Breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs is the word. And that is a lovely little thematic little hidden thing. You put breadcrumbs to try and get yourself out of a maze. And that is Back in the Labyrinth by Hex. Not too tricky. Very happy with that one. That's lovely.